And I know you have to come and leave early.
Well, I just have to be with my
By now, okay. I'm just gonna announce. Good morning.
So probably like
Good morning.
25.
I think we'll be done by, I mean, there's by 8:45 you need to head out. So you know what, maybe I should do this early. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it right after we do our conference. So that here, we start getting that's good and good. Not the rules. Okay, all right. Not me, if you want to stand in behind the chair, and when I call your name, you can just stand up. Okay.
So like behind
Christina, raise your hand. Wait, yeah, so right here in front of her.
behind her or in front?
I think there's students sitting in front of her, so maybe.
So behind.
Okay, thank
Do you
you.
need for me to do anything else?
That'll be it. That'll be it. We'll stand up and I'll introduce you and you can just say thank you or hi. Okay. Okay. Good morning. One minute. 3, 2. As long as that's all you see. Yes. Okay. 3 others here. Okay. It's like it's 9. Wait up. Thank you. All righty. We're going to get started. Good morning and welcome to Boswell High School for our Pride Breakfast. We're very excited to be here. I'm Ms. Roberts, the academic principal. And while Ms. Davis could not be here, she asked that I read some words from her. And so she just said that she's very sad that she cannot be here because this is one of her favorite events. It celebrates students and teachers. She wants each of you to know that it is a true honor, and she's proud of each of you and your strides and accomplishments that led to this recognition. So, again, thank you for being here, and without further ado, we will begin. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm Cynthia Kearney, and if you can hear me at the top row, raise your hand. Awesome. Okay. The Pride Award. We have so many good kids around here, and we want to recognize them. And it is the kiddos with all that has great character. They come to school, they do what they're supposed to do, they don't complain, they even smile, they even pat you on the back when you're having a rough day. That is, and I call them my one-a-day, like a one-a-day vitamin. If I get one a day, I'm good to go, and I just keep it rolling. And what's good this year, the teachers nominate them. And so kiddos, out of students, out of 150 or so, or 120 students, a teacher picked you and said, you're that one a day for them, you're that student. And they're going to come down and tell you why they nominated you. The other thing is that I know maybe one of you knows who nominated you, you figured it out. But the others you probably don't know. But when you walked in here, you may have been able to figure it out, but it's supposed to be a surprise. So you'll find out when we call your name. The other piece to this today is that we have, this year, we're able to reach out and nominate and recognize those teachers that have those characteristics. And I reached out to the community. I reached out to Pastor Trey Till. He always just says Trey. So would you stand up? And I told him, I said, I want to give some gift cards to teachers, and I want them to be able to do what they want to do with it. I want to just give them Chick-fil-A is nice, but you can only Chick-fil-A. Places are nice, and pencils. I know we get lots of pencils and things like that, and that's nice stuff too. And he said, okay, whatever you want. So he was very generous. And let me tell you a little bit about him. He's a licensed professional counselor and a pastor at Renovation
Faith Church. Both Trey and his wife Amy have a practice, and they work with children, and they also work with families and adults, and they're right here in our community. The other is Taylor Forrester. Taylor is right up there. And Taylor is Student Ministries Minister at Eagle Mountain International Church. Taylor works closely with students of all ages. EMIC is thankful for local teachers who work so hard every day to impact students and families and their communities. And that's the feedback I got, folks. The community knows what you're going through, and they want to thank you, because they're going through some of the same stuff, but not like we are, all right? Because it may be more because they're dealing with adults most of the time. So now we'll get started with the awards. And Ms. Cross is going to, when she calls your name, student, you'll come down, and she's going to read a little bit about you. And then the teacher who nominated you is going to come down, and we're going to try to stay 6 feet away from each other and make this thing work. All right? Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kearney. Everything is beautiful. So the first Student Pride Award goes to Sara Batista. She is the daughter of Dina Batista and Carlos Batista. She plans on going to college to become an art teacher. Her role model is her mother. Sarah says her mom is so smart. She works harder than anyone I know. My mom is successful through life, even though it's been hard for her. She loves others and always has left a good impact on others that she meets. Her mom is beautiful and encouraging and always makes her happy. Her mom is her role model because she wants to be just like her when she grows up. For fun, she likes to paint and draw and do crafts. And more than anything, she is grateful for her family, that she was raised in a Christian home, and that God has a plan for her life and every day that she has an opportunity to do great things.
Awesome. And her teacher could not be here, but I'm going to share what Ms. Connors Casillo said. Okay, and I'm going to be 6 feet away from you. Okay. I am nominating Sarah because of her exemplary work in remote learning and our Flipgrid activity. I encourage students to watch and respond to as many poems as they could from their peers, especially from others not in their class. The goal was to lift each other up in their writing, or to lift each other up as writers. Sarah left some of the most inspiring, heartfelt comments that I have ever seen from any student. She truly has a heart of compassion for others. And that was Ms. C-squared. Okay, all right, thank you. You guys give her a big
Okay, our next 9th grade Pride Award goes to Amoga Bartieri. Amoga is the...
Oh, that was 9th grade?
I don't know. What grade are you?
I'm in 10th.
10th grade.
Okay.
Sorry, correction. He's in 10th grade.
Sorry.
He is the son of Pratima and Mahash, and he would like to go to college. His dream is MIT. His role model is Elon Musk. He's a successful businessman. He worked hard to get where he is. He enjoys hanging out and playing video games. He's grateful to be in the USA with so many opportunities to better his life. Congratulations.
And Ms. Torres is the teacher who nominated you. Did you know that?
Kinda.
Oh.
I'll go ahead and read what I wrote because it's a little early in the morning, you know. So, Amog is simply amazing. He is a very disciplined student with a tremendous work ethic. He is always respectful and polite to everyone in our class and he goes above and beyond to help students who are struggling in a very constructive and encouraging manner. And he doesn't just give away the answers. He actually takes the time to explain the concepts and then ask questions to lead them to the answer, which is what we're all about in AVID. So he's really got that down. He's great about letting them have that aha moment for themselves, which is kind of leads into what he plans to do in the future. He has mentioned that he would like to be a college professor someday, and I think that he will be absolutely outstanding because he's already such a great teacher now. Is this too close? Can we?
A little bit further.
A little bit further.
Okay.
Okay, our next pride award goes to Xavier Ornelas. He is the son of Fernand and Miriam Ornelas. He plans to start a career as a mechanic or maybe a video game programmer. He admires his father, says he's a big part of his life, and he's just thankful that his parents gave him a better life than they have. Congratulations.
And the teacher who nominated him? What? Is Ms. Waters. You figured. Okay, you can just talk if you like, or read.
All right. So I nominated Xavier because he is just a joy to have in class. He is always respectful to his teachers and his classmates. Plus, he goes out of his way to ask other students how their day is, and he's the first to offer a helping hand if anyone needs it. Xavier has taken it upon himself to introduce himself to new students, and he often explains how our classroom is set up. He acts as a resource for others and has helped build a positive classroom environment. He keeps us all laughing with his jokes, and he knows when it's time to get down to work. So Xavier exemplifies our pioneer pride traits of respect, cooperation, empathy, and effort.
Our next pride award goes to Jack Russell. He is the son of James and Stephanie Russell. He plans to go to college and then med school. He admires his grandfather. He admires his grandmother, who has an extraordinary positive outlook on life. For fun, he likes to study medical definitions. He's grateful for the ability to become whatever he wants when he graduates. Congratulations, Jack.
And the teacher who nominated that. Morgan Bailey.
She cannot be here today.
Okay, well, here's what she said, Jack. Jack is always willing to go above and beyond. He is always up for a challenge and is a true go-getter. I am very proud of his hard work this year. Congratulations, Jack. There you go. Awesome.
All right, our next Pioneer Pride Award goes to Raven Lynn Billmeyer. She is the daughter to Judy Lowry. She plans to go to college after school. Her role model is Randy Stewart because he always helps her and tells her she's doing a great job. In her fun time, she likes to play video games, and she's thankful for her family and friends. Congratulations.
Did you know who nominated you? You did? Okay, good. Nika said, be careful on the steps. Everybody.
Well, I nominated Raven. She's a student in my Theater 1 class. She's always the first to come into the room, and she's always happy to be there. She's the last one to leave my class. I depend on her. When I'm working with the remote kids, she'll tell me what the journal is, so I don't have to switch back and forth to Canvas. She helps those around her. She uplifts everyone. She's just a supportive kid. And Hargrove and I have a saying in the theater department. If we really have respect for someone or we think someone is really above board, we call them a good egg. So I called Raven that one day and she said, "What does that mean?" So I explained those things. She said, okay. So I nominated Raven because she's a good egg.
All right, our next Pioneer Award goes to Marcus Miller. He is the son of Shauna Miller, and he has his Aunt Delita online watching today. He plans to go to college and join the military, Navy, because his dad was in the Navy. He admires his dad because he's responsible and caring and cool to be around. He likes sports, and he is grateful for his family, his house, a good school, and good friends.
Nominated you. Did you know? You don't need to say it.
So I've been blessed to work with Marcus for 2 years now. I've got a lot of really good kids that I really enjoy working with, but Marcus has really grown in the last year. I think of all the people that the pandemic has affected, his effect was positive. He missed school. He wants to be here. He has become a AV student. So all those things, and he is just a good kid. Goes out of his way to say hello to everybody, which has been a struggle for him, so we're growing on that too as well. He's just grown all the way around, and I'm really proud of him.
Okay, our next Pride Award goes to Jonathan Gilreath. His parents are Mary Carol Harris and Daniel Harris. Jonathan plans to go to UNT. He'd like to study nuclear fission. I had to look that up to make sure I was saying it correctly. He admires his sister Julia because she's overcome many obstacles in her life. He enjoys video games and sailing. He's grateful for the life that he's been given and lucky to have an amazing family. Congratulations, Jonathan.
And the teacher who nominated Jonathan is Miss Fellows. Miss Fellows. Hi, so I nominated Jonathan. This is my second year having Jonathan in my class. He's in German too. And he's always the first person to ask a question if he doesn't understand something. And I can tell it's because he really wants to understand the material we're talking about in class. And he's always so enthusiastic about everything we do, which in a German class is very hard to have, is enthusiasm about something if it's just a boring language. So I really appreciate having him being so excited about everything we do. And also, as soon as he's done with his activity, he's always the first one to go around and help students who are struggling with it, as I do the same thing. And that's really encouraging to see because he really wants the other students in the class to understand the material as well. So that always brightens my day a little bit. So thank you, Jonathan.
Our next Pride Award goes to Tiffany Jackson. She is the daughter of Jay and Jackson and Christy Mines. She is still thinking about what she wants to do after graduation. Her role model is her dad. Why? Because he raised her. She likes to hang out with friends and play video games. She is thankful for family and friends and everything that she has. Congratulations, Tiffany.
And Ms. Snyder nominated Tiffany.
So Tiffany, one of the reasons why I nominated you is because you have such respect for not only adults, but your peers. And I really appreciate the fact how much you care about other students. And you're real quick to let me know when we have students that are wanting to join in remote learning and they have a question. You help people around the room. You have such a positive attitude. One of the other things I really appreciate you as a student is your willingness to try, even when it's difficult. Because I'm your math teacher, and we know how much people enjoy math, because it can be such a challenge. But I appreciate the fact that even when it's a struggle, you keep trying, you don't give up. And then you encourage the other people around you to keep practicing and getting better. So your words of encouragement, just a positive attitude, the kind words you have, I'm so glad I get to be your teacher. So that's why I nominated you.
Just a real quick note, I got some information from somebody watching at home that said they're having a hard time hearing, so if we can kind of make sure to project and face the camera, that'll probably help as well.
Okay. The next Pioneer Pride Award goes to Sylvia Lara. Bienvenidos Sandra Rios and Ethan Rios en línea. Her plans after high school are to enter university and study medicine. She wants to become a doctor. She admires her parents since they have always made sacrifices for her. Her greatest motivation is that her parents be proud of her. She likes to watch movies and go for bike rides. She is grateful for all the opportunities that God has given me, or given her. Felicidades. Gracias.
And Ms. Jennifer Reeder.
All right. I chose Sylvia for a Pride Award this month because I'm truly blessed to have her as a student, and I'm amazed by her hard work. She's a Spanish-speaking student with very limited English, but you wouldn't know that by looking at her work. Sylvia does all of her work twice. She translates from English to Spanish, and then, translates her answers to English. She turns in high-quality work and always turns it in on time. And I really and truly appreciate the effort that she puts forth. So she's going to be a great doctor someday.
Our next Pioneer Pride Award goes to Dylan Price. He is the son of Jamie and Shanda Price. He would like to go to Ohio State and study pharmacology. His role model is Dylan Howie, Katie Tolbert, and Zach Gilbert. They are his drumline leaders who have helped him through high school. He does drum and music for fun, and he's grateful for all the instruments he has as well as his drumline community. Congratulations.
Good picture.
Yes. So I nominated Dylan for Pride Award because he is very naturally gifted at science. I'm his AP chemistry teacher. It's my second year having him. But he still works really hard to not only make good grades in my class, but to truly understand the content. And then once he does, he helps everybody else out. He's always explaining and helping, not just giving answers, but really trying to help everybody understand. He just makes the class better by being there. And outside of class, he's also a great friend to many people. He's always there for support, and he just makes everybody around him a little bit better.
Congratulations, Dylan.
Okay, our next Pride Award goes to Peyton Roost. He is the son of Debbie Roost and Rob Roost. He plans on going to the military. He admires his dad since he taught him everything. He welds and works on his truck for fun. And he is grateful for all the opportunities that he has. Congratulations, Peyton.
And Peyton, Miss Brandy Bookmiller nominated you. And his mom said you can call him Rooster.
Will do.
Peyton has shown a consistent effort to succeed since the start of the school year. He completes his work on time, he asks for clarification when needed, and he communicates with me when there's an issue with an assignment. He even seeks my input to improve his work before it's submitted to ensure that he's doing his best. I've been very impressed with his maturity and his perseverance. A few weeks ago, Peyton mentioned that school hasn't always been his priority, but he's really trying to change that this year. He's certainly off to a great start to accomplishing that goal. And I'd like to add, Peyton, it is students like you who are the reason I teach.
Our next Pride Award goes to Iverson Bynes. He is the son of Miradelphina Bynes and Rufino Nate. His plans after college are to go into a career. His mother is his role model, and she has taught him all of his morals. He likes to play video games. He enjoys living in America, and he is grateful to the life here in comparison to the Philippines. He feels very lucky to live here. Congratulations.
And he sent me a second email that said, that's okay, he said, while I currently don't have a definite path for myself, part of me really wants to be a math teacher.
Definitely reading, yes.
This is so awesome. I didn't know you were going to actually be here. It's the first time I've seen you this year. It is my honor and privilege to nominate Iverson for this award. Iverson has been my avid student for 2 years, and I can definitely say he is one of the most hardworking and kind students that I've had the joy of knowing. This year, he is a remote learner who logs in class every day and stays engaged the whole time. He is always kind and respectful and willing to help anyone. He does a great job in avid tutorials of helping students with their point of confusion and leading them to discover things on their own without just giving their answers away. And it really takes a special kind of person to do that. I feel like Iverson is kind of the quintessential avid student, so that's why I nominated him. Sorry, you want another one?
Okay, our next Pride Award goes to Kiara Allen. She is the daughter of Shanti Johnson. Kiara wants to go to Jackson State University in Mississippi. Congratulations, Kiara.
I don't think so. No idea. I nominated Kiara because when I first got here and I saw her walking down the hall and I said, hey, how you doing? She stopped and she started talking to me. I was like, okay. And then I have these great ideas that I like to do. And anytime I ask her, I said, we need to do something for girls. Love yourself on Valentine, the day before Valentine. And she said, sure. In the morning, she would come, she would be there. She would help me find foods that kids like. She would make tickets. She would, anything I asked her to do, she was always there doing it, all while playing basketball, I think. And volleyball, just a lot, she had a life. But she took time to come and help, and that help was to help other kiddos. And that's why I nominated you.
Okay, our next Pride Award goes to Romeo Padron. He is the son of, Romeo Padron. He is the son of Margaret Padron, and he plans on going to trade school. His role model, he says he really doesn't have one, he just strives to be better the next day. He doesn't do anything for fun. We need to help him with that. And he is grateful for his life and his family. Congratulations. Your teacher's coming.
Ms. Reed?
She was on her way, but was having some issues this morning.
Okay, so she told me what to say. All right? During remote learning at the beginning of the year, Romeo, okay. Romeo did not have access to the internet. When he returned to campus on September the 8th, he was 2 weeks behind in all of his classes. He immediately began to gather all of his missing assignments, he asked questions, he organized, and he just wanted to know, how can I get all this completed? He got a laptop, he worked all period, he got his work done. I have seen him working every day at lunch, and he has managed to get completely caught up on all of his work and does well in class. He was presented with a challenge, and instead of giving up and making an excuse, he said, I'm going to jump in and get it done. And that is why your teacher nominated you. Awesome.
Thank you, Steve.
You didn't like him. Got it. Now you get to.
Our next Pioneer Award goes to Noah Johnson.
Noah is actually watching from home. They had issues getting here today, so he's watching from home with his mom.
Okay, so he's remote. He is the son of Tiffany Johnson and Andrew Johnson. He's a senior this year. Congratulations, Noah.
Awesome. And here's his teacher, Ms. Twyla Cox.
Thank you. All right. I probably don't need this either, but I'll read it. Noah is one of those students who does what he's supposed to do just because he's supposed to do it. He is polite. He's a polite, respectful gentleman who looks out for his fellow classmates and helps me, the teacher, whenever help is needed. He's not afraid to speak up and speak out in class. He does his best work and then tries to do even better. He never draws attention to himself, but always encourages others and lets others shine. He's always the one that when I ask for questions and there's confusion and everybody kind of stares at you and they don't want to talk because we're all masked, he is not afraid to speak up. He lets me know that others have questions because they're afraid to speak up, and he is just a joy to have in class.
Our next Pride Award goes to Bryson Wiggins. He is the son of Brian Wiggins. He plans to go to the TCC welding program.
He's not here today.
That's okay. His grandpa is his mentor, and that is because of the person he's been to him. He enjoys hunting and fishing in his spare time, and he's grateful for his family and friends. Congratulations, Bryson.
So the reason I chose Bryson is that he is a very soft-spoken, kind young man. He gently leads his lab groups. He is one of those that, it's like, I know there's times where he could do his best and he wants to. I'm just proud of him whenever he tries. And it's like sometimes it's the most you could ask for some kids when they go through some stuff. I'm sorry, I'm being emotional, but he's a great kid. Sometimes I don't know if he knows how awesome he actually is.
And every year we have someone who cries. All righty. Okay, now the next portion of our program, which is new, and that is when we are going to recognize teachers. And I have more prizes up there too, or gifts up there coming down. And again, Ms. Taylor Forrester and Mr. Trace Hill nominated these. And I wanted everybody up here at the front to take the picture, not nominated, donated. I wanted everybody up here to take pictures with us, but because we got to be distant, I can't do all of that, because I like that. I like all those pictures. But what we can do, and I told Mr. Reddick, he's got to act like the Price is Right guy. So, teachers were nominated by their peers, and we're going to call you down in twos, so you can stand there and Liz can take the picture. And so Pam Wise from the Social Studies Department, come on down. From the Social Studies Department, come on down. And now Mr. Reddick is going to tell why you were nominated. Over here, Mr. Reddick.
All right, so Pam has done a wonderful job of leading our world geography team, always working hard and never complaining and putting in massive hours. She needs to be recognized more. Pam is a positive spirit for her students and coworkers during this time through her supportive conversations and sense of humor. She is a hard worker and strives to be a better teacher every day by creating academically challenging lessons and learning new methods to use in her classes. She is a rule follower and has high expectations for those around her. Mrs. Wilson, Stacy is always willing to help out her fellow teachers and provide resources. She maintains an upbeat, can-do attitude and strives to build meaningful relationships with her students. Stacy is always setting a high standard in her class for the kids to attain. When you talk to kids who have her class, you know that they are being challenged to think and see things from all perspectives. She is also not shy about telling you her exact thoughts on what is taking place in her class or your class when she visits with the learning coaches. She always gives you something to think about. Congratulations, ladies.
Jennifer Reeder and Elisa Rossi.
Rossi?
I know, I should have done it the reverse now that I'm thinking about this.
All right, Mrs. Reeder is a great department lead. She is always prepared and ready to help us out when we have questions or concerns. She is easy to talk to and a great friend. She keeps our department very organized and up to date on important information. We are grateful for her guidance during this tough year. Mrs. Rossi is adapting to new situations and changes in our department at every corner in order to help students. She does all of this and does it with a smile. Congratulations.
Amy Schultz and Katie Keys. I gave him this, his eyes got big. I said, you gotta read everything in yellow, because I don't like it all.
Katie has done so much for our school with Stuco. I can't imagine how much she is juggling right now, but she is truly awesome. Katie always stays late and helps kids. She stops what she is doing to teach me something new or share something she has made. She maintains high expectations for her students and works way above and beyond the workday to give her very best. She keeps a positive attitude in the face of adversity and encourages others around her to do the same. Katie always represents Pride, BOS, and EMS in amazing fashion as a teacher, Stuco sponsor, colleague, and friend. She does nothing halfway and is usually the first to volunteer because doing whatever the thing is the right thing to do. Congratulations, Ms. Keith.
Jennifer Serrano.
Sorry, it's gonna be a walk.
Okay. And Christina Brown. I promise next time I'm gonna flip that, y'all. Get him up here.
All right, Jennifer is always willing to drop what she is doing to help us, her department family. She will help with technology, lesson plans, you name it, she does it. Not only is she helpful to us as a department, she is an awesome teacher, challenging her kids to be better and reach higher standards. Her positive attitude is passed on to all the language teachers and helps keep us going when sometimes we are sinking in work. Her organizational skills, her organizational skills make PLCs constructive and flow easily. Her knowledge as a department representative is seen in our CLCs. She helps lead BOS World Languages, and we are proud to be on her team. Christina is committed to helping her students and the BOS team. She models resilience and energy, which motivates students and peers. Her students learn, have fun, and create great work because she is passionate about both professions, art and teaching. Congratulations, ladies.
Are we too close?
Now, Ms. Roberts is going to help us close out. And before we close out, I want to give Mr. Patrick Hill and Taylor Forster, I want to make sure I say your name right, Forster, not Forrest, just a thank you that we have for you. So you can walk around the community in Bob's pride. And she does have on a mask. I was looking at that. I gotta get that because I have more lipstick in front of me. Okay.
Teachers, thank you for all that you do. Know that we may not know you personally, but we are praying for you. You got a tough job this season, so keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so as we conclude, I want to thank our Pride Committee, Billy Mitchell, Jennifer Kirkendall-Smith, teachers, the BOS counseling team, and our parents for giving us an opportunity to work with your students. Again, thank you, and I pray that you all have a blessed day.